Yo, I may cuss, but I don't curse. Let's get that situated first. Taurus, what's going on, Bulls? What's going on? Back to do another one for y'all, for us, everybody included. You got Taurus somewhere in your chart. Stop playing and acting like you don't. It's gonna be a 3 card draw. I ain't gonna hold you too long, but I gotta hold you nonetheless. Hey, yo, that's crazy work, but hear me out. The cards are already out here. I did not bamboozle you. I ain't trusting what I tell you. We're starting with the Prince of Swords, followed by the Devil card, followed by the Five of Swords in reverse. So, alright, what we got going on here is you got someone who's watching you. They're not necessarily, alright, you got someone who's focused on something in life and they're kind of coming towards you, but they're like not full speed ahead. You understand what I'm saying? It's kind of like this, that they're dipping their toe in the water to see the temperature of it when it comes to you. This person has the type of personality, and maybe it's because they're going through something right now. Like this could be a momentary thing, it could be fleeting. But they are experiencing something. They have the characteristics of someone who's like a hypochondriac. They experience paranoia, sometimes at extreme levels. They feel they could turn a bad day, like just having like a day that's off. Like if you was to draw a tarot card and it might be the Tower or something, they would chalk that up as the universe is out to get them. You know what I'm saying? Conspiracy theory, the Matrix is after them, yada yada yada. They can really take it there, go down rabbit holes and all of that. It's the type of person that this person is. They may even drink to escape, or whatever vice that they use to escape the situation, so they could get themselves through it. That's their coping mechanism. And they have potential though. So it might be something that's just like spunky or spicy about them that has you actually attracted to them, looking at them. And not for nothing, they're like I said before, geared towards your direction, but they're not saying everything and anything either. Reason being is because, and you kind of inwardly know this, that you should be taking a leadership role. I'll tell you like this: if you're the male in this situation, in this relationship, you should be taking the leadership role. And if you are the woman in this relationship, you should be taking the submissive role. Now, imagine that, right? And again, if this reading doesn't apply, let it fly. Like you can shut it off now. You know what I mean? Maybe next time. But let me cook. So, you, on the other hand, if you're the male, let me speak to the male in this situation right now. It looks like you just want to fuck them, yo. I'm just keeping it a bean. I gotta call it how I see it laid out here, B. Like, yo, you just you just want to fuck. You know what I'm saying? That might not be all you want to do, but that is the primary goal. You are turned on by their sexuality, by their sexual prowess. And like I said, that person may be toxic. It might be something, that spice about them, that thinks that, anytime something happens, like they could buck up and they could get ready to fight or whatever the case may be. Like that shit turns you on. And you got to ask yourself, being the male, what will you get out of that besides getting some ass? I'm just keeping it being, because if you're not careful, especially if you're the type like it looks like you got something going for yourself, like you got some money, or you have the opportunity to get some big money. However, if you think that that's going to be the tool that wins that person over, love wise, like, oh, I got the bag so I can get some ass now, you're going to be wrong. And you're going to fail because of it. Not fail, but you're going to experience something that's going to cause you pain. Put it that way. You're going to experience something that causes you pain, and you don't have to go that route. Now, this is the male, so the women that are listening, take heed to what I'm saying. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's why you're probably just dipping your toe in the water, and you're like, well, let me see if this motherfucker got any type of leadership qualities. Where are we going? Where is he taking me? How is he doing this? But if he's steadily coming after you, coming towards you, hey, babe, what you doing? You free tonight? This, that, and the third. You already know what type of time he's on. I explained it to you. But there is another road for this dude to take, which is the leadership role. And should he take the leadership role, he will be guided, still has to ask the question, not even ask the question, because there's nothing to be questioned. The thing is this: if you're the male in this relationship, you should be utilizing the resources, the finances, to obtain materialistic items, car, clothes, houses, real estate, investments, you name it. Yes, I'm talking like that. I'm talking that talk. Y'all gotta look. I just hear it now. Like some of y'all gotta stop thinking that when y'all come to a spiritual reading, like nobody wants to live life on life's terms, and no one wants to live in the 3D and experience the five senses. Nobody wants to get no ass no more because everybody's getting taken to court and sued and all this shit. Like, no, people still want to participate out this bitch, and everything is not the sixth sense. Everything is not spirit when you come to a spiritual reading or a spiritual session. You know what I mean? Some people still want to be hands-on and experience what this life has to offer in a 3D materialistic type of way. That's definitely what this reading is saying. It's also saying this, Taurus, that you don't have to wonder about these things. So I'm feeling like for example, if you came searching the YouTube algorithm for Taurus readings today, and maybe it has something to do with love, Taurus love reading, whatever, what have you, right? And you're wondering about what could be, what should be, you don't have to wonder. Wondering is only going to interfere with the outcome and the process of what is to be. Your desires are there. You have them. You know what I mean? You want to fuck. Point blank, period. Cool. If you want to be led by a responsible dude, cool. That can be activated. As long as you pay attention to the signs and don't wonder about it. You know what it takes. You know what it looks like when a man leads. A man knows what it looks like when a woman is going to be submissive and follow his lead. A woman also knows what it looks like when a man is tricking, and he going to trick, and he going to change his qualities, his morals. He going to get off of his square to get some ass. Y'all know what that look like, ladies. Y'all know what that shit look like, and if that's not what you into, and what it looks like is that if you are the woman in this relationship, you've experienced encounters with, I guess you call them fuck boys, to where they have taken that route and they kind of tricked you. They became the trick and ended up tricking you. And if that's not what you want no more, then you know how to tip your toe in the water, and you know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? But that's what developed this attitude. That's why I said it might be something that was fleeting that has you like on this paranoid shit now. That has you like in this hypochondriac mode, like, oh, all men are the same, or this, that, and the third. And it's just like, nah. Once you fix that and you come back into reality, and when I say reality, I mean the 3D and the five senses. And if that dude chooses to follow in that direction, not in your direction, but in the direction of materialistic values, then you see where you can get back into reality, because that's dealing with reality, right? The 666, the carbon element of what we are made up of. There are great lives being lived out there that are heavily materialistic. There are. Now look, the more that you wonder about this, and this goes for the both of you, maybe both of y'all speak. Maybe y'all are talking. Maybe y'all could get on the phone tonight and even talk about this. Like, when you take the wonder out of it, because if you leave wonder in it, right? I wonder what it would be like. I wonder what it. All of that is going to do is slow up the process of y'all doing the damn thing. There's really nothing to question here. There's nothing to ponder on. In fact, that's going to extract resources. That's going to scare the money away. I'm just keeping it a bean. It's going to scare the bag away. Just do the damn thing. Just do the things that accumulate wealth. Make the purchase that accumulate more wealth. Invest the money that generates more wealth. Sure, there's risk involved. But again, if you think and wonder about the risk involved, you scare the money away. The money is for the risk. It's activated, right? We started to saying we want to know how this gets activated. This is how you activate it. Use the resources, because as I said, if you wonder about it, it's going to take away from the wealth. It's going to take away wealth. It's going to take away wealth. So there might need to be a tough conversation had. Like, I know that we're into each other. I see that we're attracted to each other. What's it going to be? Have the tough conversation. And not for nothing, revolve it around money. Like, just keep it a beam, because especially if you're the man in this situation, don't be afraid to tell the woman, look, I'm about this money. I'm about to get this bag. I'm getting this bag, or I got the opportunity. It's right in front of me. I'm really about to run into some money. You either with me and assistant, like you're going to be my assistant, my secretary, or I got to keep it pushing. I like you like a motherfucker, but yo, listen, you do got a few issues with you. Like some of you dudes, y'all want to ignore the red flags that y'all see about this broad. You understand what I'm saying? And it's like, don't do that for the sake of a good time. You understand what I'm saying? You might think she's vulnerable because she's going through some shit right now. Nah, you could actually, but she got potential. She got to see you turn around and go on your square, so she can come back into reality. And then you'll see how the potential actually adds on to what you got going on. I'm telling you now, you go the other way, you're going to lose resources, and you're going to feel pain from the experience. It's not going to be what you think it is. With that being said, till next time, I'm out.